So this is a specimen of the pancreas. The pancreas extends from the concavity of the duodenum to the hilum of the spleen. This is the anatomical position of the pancreas. The head of the pancreas is present at the L1 level, whereas the tail of the pancreas is present at the T11 level. So the head should be directed downward. So this is the anatomical position of the pancreas. Now come to the measurements of the pancreas. The length of the pancreas is around 10 to 18 centimeter. Then the breadth of the pancreas is around 3 centimeter, and the thickness is around 2 centimeter. Now come to the different parts of the pancreas. The pancreas has a head. So this part is the head, which is located medially. Then next to the head, this part is known as the neck. Then the remaining portion is known as the body, and finally the terminal part is known as the tail. This is the tail of the pancreas. So now first I will describe the head of the pancreas. So this part is the head of the pancreas, this part. So this head of the pancreas is present within the concavity of the duodenum. So this is the duodenum. This is the duodenum in front of the pancreas. So within this concavity of the duodenum, the head of the pancreas is present. It has an anterior surface, posteriorly a posterior surface. Then above this is the upper border, and below this is the lower border. And this head had an extension. This is known as the uncinate process of the pancreas. Now come to the neck. The next to the head, this constricted part is the neck. This neck is related posteriorly to the formation of the portal vein, and in front it will be related to the gastroduodenal arteries. After head, this is the body of the pancreas. The body of the pancreas is pyramidal in shape, and it is triangular on cross section. The body of the pancreas has 3 borders and 3 surfaces. This will be the upper border of the pancreas, and this will be the anterior border of the pancreas, and posteriorly this will be the inferior border of the pancreas, and posteriorly this will be the inferior border of the pancreas. So the pancreas has one upper border. This is the upper border of the pancreas. Then this is the anterior border of the pancreas, and posteriorly this one is the inferior border of the pancreas. This is the anterior surface, and below this will be the posterior surface. This is the anterior surface. This is the inferior surface, and posteriorly this will be the posterior surface. So this is the body of the pancreas. The body of the pancreas is triangular. You can see over here, this is triangular. So it has 3 borders and 3 surfaces. This one is the upper border of the pancreas. This one is the anterior border of the pancreas, and further posteriorly behind this anterior border, this border will be the inferior border of the pancreas. This surface will be the anterior surface of the pancreas. This surface will be the inferior surface of the pancreas, and posteriorly this surface will be the posterior surface of the pancreas. Now this is the upper border of the pancreas. The upper border of the pancreas medially shows an elevation. This is known as the tuber omental. The splenic artery runs along the upper border of the pancreas. This is the anterior border of the pancreas, and it will give attachment to the transverse mesocolon. And this one is the inferior border of the pancreas, and due to presence of this border, the inferior and posterior surfaces are separated from each other. This is the anterior surface of the pancreas. As the transverse mesocolon is attached along the anterior border, so this surface is covered by the peritoneum of lesser sac. This inferior surface will be covered by peritoneum of the greater sac. And this is the posterior surface. This posterior surface is completely retroperitoneal, and it will be related to the structures like diaphragm, kidney, etc. Now come to the tail of the pancreas. So this terminal part is the tail of the pancreas, and it reaches the hilum of the spleen. The arterial supply of the pancreas is important. When the splenic artery runs along the upper border of the pancreas, it gives some branches that will supply the pancreas. Those are known as the pancreatic branches. One of the pancreatic branch is larger in comparison to the others, and that will be known as the arteria pancreatica magna.